2023, in the aftermath of the pandemic that struck the world. Guam was slowly rebuilding our economy. And then it happened. In May, Super Typhoon Mawar struck the island. It was the strongest storm to hit us in 2 decades. We had no water or electricity for 2 weeks. Beaches were wrecked, buildings damaged. And while no lives were lost, it was a clear and definite reminder of how important it is for us to always be prepared for the worst. It was a time for the Red Cross to take action.
For 106 years, the American Red Cross has been touching lives, looking out for all the 19 villages of our island community. We have a responsibility to the people to give hope in the face of disaster, save lives, alleviate suffering, assist military families. This has been our calling.
We couldn't have done this by ourselves. From floods and typhoons, earthquakes and fires, our volunteers have been at the front lines, extending help to those in need.
They also trained people to cope with emergencies. Then, in 2020, the pandemic happened.
The world as we know it went into lockdown. With strict safety protocols being enforced, even the Red Ball had to be canceled.
Suspending Red Cross operations would have been the easiest thing to do, but doing so would put many lives on the line.
During those critical times, the American Red Cross remained true to its calling. Just as we had since the start, our volunteers continue to man the front lines.
In spite of the pandemic, they had to keep on doing the work. People still needed help during the emergency.
Families of those that served in the armed forces still needed assistance, even with the threat of COVID-19.
We are proud and grateful to all our hardworking Red Cross volunteers. They bravely pursue our mission, responding to disaster situations.
These have been challenging times, but what made our volunteers' work possible was the funding provided by donors and sponsors who have been with us all these years.
The Red Cross leadership also had to step up in managing the funds, ensuring that volunteers secure the supplies they needed.
As a company, we have been supporting the Red Cross for over 20 years. We believe the work that they do is crucial. They save lives, they alleviate suffering.
They're there for us when we need them. That is why we choose to be there for them, by providing the funding that serves as the lifeblood of the Red Cross.
We have been part of the Guam community for a good number of the year, and we remain committed to support the effort that will benefit the people of the Guam. Thank you.
It's my honor to support the American Red Cross and the critical work that they have done for our islands all these years.
We have seen firsthand the value of the work of the American Red Cross in the aftermath of the Mawar. I was personally involved in the feeding, and I must say it was a very moving and compelling experience.
We all have to step up and do our part for the community. Others do this by volunteer work, but if you can't, there's another way to help. You can donate to the Red Cross.
We hope that more and more organizations join us in this quest. By working together, we can establish Red Cross that is better able to respond to disaster situations.
You never know when disaster will strike. Ultimately, having the Red Cross will benefit us, our families, and our communities. That makes it a very worthwhile cause to support.
The work during the pandemic and the recovery efforts from Mawar is a testament to our commitment to Guam. It is the power of the entire Red Cross team working together. Tonight's event is an opportunity to give back and help raise much needed funds for this amazing organization. It is also a time to recognize the tireless volunteers and the generosity of our donors who make it all possible. They are shining examples of turning compassion into action. We could not be more grateful.